I got to kick this thing off. Can I kick it off? 1, 2, 3, 4. Ladies and gentlemen, listen.
But I think Atlanta is the Mecca in more ways than one, though. It's almost like, you say the Mecca, it's like people make that pilgrimage too. And so that's where the Atlanta situation, like you said, kind of got dicey, I think, is because there were so many people that aren't from that area originally, so they weren't invested, I don't think, in the politics as much as they should have been. That's my thought on it.
I think it's more so because normally when people that move, I'm making an assumption, so I'm not gonna say that. I'll say normally the people that move, college educated, they're gonna get ingratiated and register to vote and do the things. I think what really got them was the gentrification.
Mm-hmm.
Gentrification was a major thing that really made it somewhat perilous on some of those elections. So I would say, and to your point about Charlotte, Arika, I don't see that happening for a long time.
No, it's not going to happen.
If ever.
It kind of like you was talking about, Atlanta is the city, and there's like outside of Georgia, it's like southern. Charlotte is still it's black, but it's very conservative black.
Mm-hmm.
Though it's a different.
Well, look at the industry. Banking,
exactly. That's exactly why banking
is the industry.
Very conservative. Yeah, it's very conservative. So that's also why they be like, Charlotte's like for black wealth. The average black person has so much wealth compared to even Atlanta because it's old and conservative, and it's like an older, more traditional city, I guess you would say.
And they've been trying to say that Charlotte was going to be the new Black Mecca for years.
They
were saying that when I graduated from college. And I remember Lab and I got a chapter brother who acts like a big idiot, but is a wise individual. And when I graduated from college, he said, "What you gonna do?" And I said, "I don't know, man. I think I might go to Charlotte." Because my mom used to read Ebony magazine, and they always put Ebony like, "Hey, Charlotte's going to be the new Black Mecca," and he was like, "Don't do that." He said, "Because no matter what, man, Charlotte's still country, and that ain't where you want to be. Go somewhere like Dallas or Houston or Atlanta." And he was right. Now, Charlotte, man, I love Charlotte. I have fun in Charlotte. When we meet up and we record live, we in Charlotte, right? Charlotte is a good place. I would say that the only other city that I would consider the Black Mecca,
I already know,
DC.
Yeah, DC.
Now that's changing for multiple reasons, right?
Yeah.
Really can't call it Chocolate City no more because of how they gentrified it, and you used to go down on U Street and you wouldn't see a white person. You go to Ben's Chili Bowl, walk up to Howard, whatever, you see some Rosses on the corner, you see black people, and now you go up there, you see a white girl pushing a stroller with a baby jogging with sports bras and some biker shorts on.
And some hokas on.
Yeah. Right.
Comfortable.
You know what I mean? So, and going back to what we just said, the amount of government jobs that were taken away, and like I always said, when Musk and Trump and that Doge thing, when they were saying we're trying to target government jobs, that was retaliation towards Black people, specifically Black women.
Yeah.
So when you start seeing that income being wiped out and you start seeing the Blackness being dispersed, and then, you still go there. I just was there a couple of weeks ago. You still got the National Guard on the corner.
Yeah.
So DC would be the one place, shout out to our frat brother, Marion Barry, me and last frat brother, Marion Barry. There's a lot of stuff put into place to help Black people, but I still think, how Atlanta goes is how, the Black community goes. And it's important for us to make sure that Atlanta continues to thrive.
Yeah. I was there like a couple weeks ago, Juneteenth or whatever, in Atlanta. And I went to the gas station by myself. Normally I'm with my brothers or my nephew or somebody like that. But I was out by myself. Baby, I barely made it out that gas station. I was like, I'm not used to this. Don't nobody be trying to holler at me in Missouri. I was like, man, this dude was like, go on, girl. I'm like, I'm just getting juice. Like, where are you from? You
Hey,
this,
hey,
that.
laugh.
I
And she probably had on a bonnet and some pajamas.
listen, given the circumstances, that
Right,
did look like
exactly.
what I've been through. So,
Yeah, yeah.
But anyway, man, I think we talked about it enough. I really hope that the message that's being sent is heard, because we got to get these people out of here. And I don't even think we got to really worry about getting Trump out of here because I think,
Well, he lame duck now. He gone. So
well, that again, you'll see some of them Trump 2028 posters, and you see the Supreme Court ain't shit. So I don't take anything for granted.
well, they gave one black woman her job back, but yeah.
yeah, I
But
thought you was gonna ask us if Glitch was dead.
well, yeah, Glitch probably gone. Glitch. Now, shout out to C. Glitch really is Weekend at Bernie's. They probably got his hand on the little app where the senators can vote. They probably like, you know, and Glitch probably is with Weekend at Bernie's. But while you playing, your boy don't look too good. 45, 47.
Oh,
Man, he look, yeah, he's haggard, boy.
dog, why is he asleep on TV so much?
Well,
I thought I hated my job.
you saw that he got special approval for this experimental drug. I think so.
Yeah,
I
this
can't remember.
person,
I can't remember the company. I'm gonna say Lilly, but I don't know if it's them for sure. But they got emergency approval for one person to take this experimental drug. It's like a fat loss drug. Like, you know,
Like the
I don't.
GOP1 stuff.
I think it's a
he got a GOP too.
No. He got a GOP 3. Yeah, look it up. Look it up. Look it up. Now I could be wrong, disclaimer, but you know, it's that one guy that's on Instagram. He's talking about he's got 6 months in the land of the living, right?
Yeah, he analyzed everything he did.
Right,
Yeah.
right. So they look at it, there's a special exemption for one person, and everybody knows it's Trump. It's Trump. Because he got like the experimental medicine when he caught COVID, because COVID was taking old people out.
It was.
And this dude was back in 3 days.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy, man. I think about that all the time. But I was in DC when they found out when they was taking him to whatever the hospital.
Yeah.
And he had COVID or whatever.
Yeah,
and it was
he
like,
was back in 3 days, but look at him now.
Just, you know, it was a big deal. Just like,
so what they're saying is that medicine, I mean, there's a lot of shit they're talking about. They point out with his health or whatever, but they're saying that medicine is keeping it going. So that being said, because I don't want us to be like, oh, y'all wishing for, you know, nah, we just pointing out what we see.
Yeah.
But it's bigger than him.
Yeah.
It's bigger than him. Because I don't know if Vance is going to run, whoever else they're going to try to put in, that's going to be much younger, right? Probably more sophisticated. So they're really going to have to get people engaged because to me, as dangerous as he is, did you say Rubio?
I said Ivanka.
Oh, what's the daughter that don't like him? He got one that don't talk to him. She was there in the first campaign, but anyway, we go on a tangent. Democrats get
Vance is diabolical.
Hey, look and see what works. Look and see what works and make it happen because times is hard out here. Times is hard for Black women. If they want, what they really need to do, they need to say, hey, listen, Black women, you know, my first day in office, we're going to look at the jobs that were lost and make sure that we're going to put in programs that will help this. They can write up in a certain way so that it helps Black people because since they're moving away from DEI. But there's so many things that they can do to get people engaged and out to vote. I just hope that they do it.
They could just reassess the jobs that were taken away because there was so much important funding taken away from programs that are doing important things. They're like, oh, I don't know what they do.
They're doing now. Like they totally kicked the ball with the USAID, you know, with the Ebola stuff, and they bringing people back and giving more funding to
Yeah.
it now because, you know, just
Yep.
like, oh,
Yeah.
my bad. You know, that's
Just
all they can say. My bad.
promised to do an assessment to
Yeah.
replace all the jobs that dumb Elon went in and decided we didn't need because they didn't take the time to look and see what these people are actually doing. And what they didn't realize is that Black women are the most educated women in this country. So
No, they
you can't
didn't
just
know
find
that. They
somebody
did.
to
They knew
replace
that.
them.
They knew it.
They
But
knew
they
that.
can't just find somebody to replace them. They
That's-
hope that when they got rid of those Black women, they could just find some white people to shuffle in there, but they don't have the credentials, the
Well,
experience, the
this the
education.
thing is, I think as we've seen over and over again, they really don't care about credentials unless it's you, somebody Black. You got to have the credentials. Everybody else, if I know you, you good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so they've carried that whole mentality and everything. That's why, like you said, we got a peace deal that got blown up 2 days later. You know, we cut all these jobs and boom. Now it's an outbreak of Ebola virus.
Ebola.
You know, I mean,
Everybody got the
Hey,
measles.
you can't make this stuff
they
up,
said
man.
the measles.
Yeah, it's
They said they
measles.
didn't let the measles start mutating, and the shit that we got vaccinated with
Yeah.
that would eliminate measles forever. Now it's like shit. Your
Yeah.
vaccination ain't no good.
You can't make it up, man. You know, you the only person needs to be educated to get this job. Everybody else.
There was something where I can't remember what the insect was specifically called, but it was like some hookworms or some shit in Mexico. And they had a government agency that was there to say, okay, listen, let's track this and make sure that these things don't cross over into the US. Guess what? It's in the US now.
Yeah.
Because the department got eliminated.
Probably got furloughed.
You know, it's just crazy, man. But anyway, man, make sure y'all go to our website, www.manlistenshow.com. You can listen to our past episodes. You can listen on Apple Podcasts. Arika can't, but you know, everybody else can because she's a droid. she's a droid.
I stay catching strays.
She's a droid. She's a droid loser. And go to our bio on Instagram. You can buy our gear. You can buy our books. And say, "Ours next time." Peace.